No, this exists. This definitely exists.
F2, F3? Yeah. I remember a game between Robert Hubner and Gary Kasparov where Robert dropped back with his queen to d2, played knight c3, and got absolutely obliterated. Bishop d7, d6, knight d7, knight c5, f5 came really, really fast. Queen f2. That's actually a little bit, for me, a different twist.
Yeah, it's an interesting new twist on this position. To start from the beginning, c4, g6 is...
There was a threat that you have to pay attention. A small threat, so don't encourage the threat. But yes, knight f4 was, of course, the mouse left. Knight f4. Where would you like? Thank you, Peter.
Let's check Firouzja's game against Hikaru.
Absolutely.
Queen has moved again.
Again and again. And knight h5, rook h3. Okay. And no
castle.
No castles long. Not yet, but why did he hesitate? Why didn't he castle long on the previous turn?
He didn't like queen b4?
Well, then you have a3, don't you?
Knight. Maybe queen b3?
Queen c2. Yeah, he really should have castled on the previous move. It was playable.
Okay.
And in fact, weirdly, starting from the...
So the kings on opposite flanks, always good stuff. And suddenly a6, and introduction to the move b5.
Yeah, Prag reacted correctly on this move, but then made a big mistake next move, according to my screen. Queen g2 here is borderline winning. Not at all obvious. No. Queen g2 with the idea of beating bishop to ac3 was just gh. And saying, all of your pieces are still hanging, plus g6 is now hanging, so...
And queen side is safe?
Yeah.
King is actually...
Ish.
Ish, yeah.
I think so too. He didn't play queen g2. After knight takes, he played queen c2. Bishop takes c3. Queen c3.
And once again, the machine says gh instead of queen c3 was playable, but I think those decisions are difficult to make.
Well, whenever you're in this position, queen g2 would obviously be so much manifestly better than on the c2 square. Okay, let's just see the current position, because we have a rarity of two bishops versus the two knights.
But black has an extra pawn, and white's pawn structure is not great.
And a very safe.
But
he still has an attack maybe on h5.
Yeah, interesting that black seemingly has the safer structure. Black has an extra pawn. White does not have any direct threats. And the evaluation still hangs around equality. And white, if anyone is better here, it's
for the check.
Okay, he will have to. I mean, it's still a dead draw because like he has to defend 0 against 1, but it's a 0 against 1 that he will defend. He has
Do I
enough.
have to defend 0 against 1? I have rook a8 check.
Maybe not even. Yeah, maybe you don't even have to. Yeah.
I have to give up the pawn.
Yeah.
I see.
0 against 1.
That's a very good point. Yeah, rook 8, rook b8, and you don't even have to. Yeah.
Right.
Clever.
Now they'll repeat.
No, he'll take on before. There's
Yeah,
there's no way he doesn't take on
It's
before.
gonna test Prague one last time.
Right. Prague hesitating, but
Still one of the longest games we've had. 73 moves.
in snooker they celebrate the 100th.
Yeah, and it seems like we're back to having one decisive game in the first round of the day, followed by 5 hopefully.
3 and 5, 3.
Nice pattern. But I mean, a lot of crazy games today.
Yeah.
We're not expecting to see.
King a6, they can't agree.
Yeah, he took AB to allow for the pawns to be traded easier. I think that's a very good.
Yes,
And Nodirbek is not playing c5.
which is really remarkable.
Yeah, I like that for him. Yeah, he's just like, I am not going to give you the satisfaction. Now rook h5, please. Yes, very good.
Found a way.
Yes.
To repeat.
Well, I do believe the players have made their 3-time repetition, and a draw indeed there, as we have Christian with a guest.
We don't have